I want to show y'all a popular show right now in our community called Pop the Balloon. Now, you'll see in this show, Pop the Balloon, ladies are looking for men of their desire, but it takes very little for a man to be disqualified in these women's eyes. Let's watch.
Let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in.
Now, brother ain't even started talking yet.
He said a word.
And everybody popping a balloon. Just so you know, the way that this show works is, if you're interested in the man, you keep your balloon. If you don't want to pursue this man, you pop the balloon. At any point of interacting with this man or even seeing him, you can pop the balloon. So ladies, this is how this particular situation is going down. A new contestant is coming out. And now the ladies get to decide if they want this man as a suitor.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
Everybody got their balloon.
Hello, welcome in.
Brother ain't even start talking yet.
Come on a little closer. Come on in, don't be scared.
And everybody done popped their balloon.
Fatality.
So now he's gonna find out why all the women popped their balloon before he started talking. Let's find out.
What's your name?
My name is Tavarius.
Tavarius, how old are you?
I'm 29.
And what do you do?
I'm on tour for PBS Children's Story.
Oh.
Now you know the craziest thing. A lot of these men on this show are gainfully employed. I've seen entrepreneurs, white collar guys, blue collar guys, the list goes on. And you notice, even though there's so many women that'll say, good men are hard to find, I'm telling you, on this show, these guys ain't that bad.
Nope.
But again, just watch, for example, if you was dealing with a knucklehead that came on this show and before he started talking, all of his balloons got popped, he might get violent. And some of you ladies know men like that. Some of y'all done dealt with those kind of men personally. But I just want you to notice his temperament, and I want you to see the reasons why they popped their balloon.
You write children's books or?
I have an animation company that I started when I was 21 years old.
Nice.
Entrepreneur.
And, it's basically about my childhood and teaching young black boys that black dads do care.
Wow.
Mentor.
Love that. Oh,
Be a great father.
Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
So I have a Airbnb that's in the lake. So I'm a nature boy. So I love to climb trees. My time off, I love to draw. And I honestly just like peace. So I do a lot of peace and help for people who need emotional regulation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I take everybody for who they are. So if you are naturally more outgoing, I try to match that. If you're inside, I try to match that. So I like to make my woman happy.
Now think about this. The scripture says, he that is married care for the things of the world, how he may please his wife. Now, some men hold a hard line. It's my way or the highway. I won't disclose names on the types of men that move like that, but some men are like that. And then you have some men that might be a little bit more flexible. Hey, if you like it, I love it. I just want to make you happy. So when you're looking at this brother, entrepreneur, good head on his shoulders, and he's willing to cater to a woman's emotions.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers is if you don't have any passion, if you don't know what you want to do in life, I can help you with that. You got to love yourself and figure that out for yourself.
All right. So we could get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping.
Let's pop.
All right. If we can start with your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Yes. Hi, I'm Ishi. I'm 28.
Nice to meet you.
Firstly, I want to say that you're a very well-rounded young man. Everything that you have going on, A1. It was the attraction for me, and then also the height. I'm pretty tall, so I want somebody that I can look up to.
Listen to this.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Because we know, right, for many women, that is a disqualifier, a man's height. I wonder how tall this brother is.
I think she's very gorgeous.
Thank you.
I am 6'2", so I don't know how tall you are, but
Now, I just want you to notice something. The brother is 6'2". Can somebody tell our ladies that the height of the average man is 5'8"? If you have a man that's 6 foot, or taller, you have a man of above average height. But again, not so much about what he's able to provide and contribute. Nope. It's, hey, you're 6'2", I 165. Gotta be 6 feet, gotta make 6 figures, gotta have a 6-pack. And there's only so many men who fit the bill. Some of you ladies want characteristics from a man who might be 5'7". Some of you ladies, there's a man that would be the perfect man for you, but because of the fact that he's not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in height, you'll pass him up.
All right,
I'm
thank you.
5'6.5".
Now she's 5'6.5".
Fatality.
Now how you talking about the man is too tall and you're only 5'6"? See, ladies, this is why men need to rule their house. Because in the black community, a lot of young black boys, they're growing up in households where 70% of all black children are growing up in single parent households, which is terrible, by the way. Unfortunately, our Hispanic people are not too far. But we grow up in these single parent households where the single mothers will say things like, there's no good men. Nope. A good man is so hard to find. And then you'll see man after man come on this show, college educated, gainfully employed, makes 6 figures. And because of his shoe, that's why I don't want a man. Because he's 6'2", that's why I don't want a man. And this just makes us look like a joke. I'm telling you, this is entertainment in more ways than one. When this broadcast goes out for the world to see, they get to see how nitpicky our women truly are. Watch the show if you think I'm lying. A lot of times when you notice the men on the show, they're a lot more merciful.
Right. Yep.
When it comes to the women on the show, breathe the wrong way, pop the balloon. Ladies, if you want to get a good man, be open to the possibility that he's not going to check every box in the fantasy that you have in your brain. Nope. Be open to the idea that the man that can be the perfect man for you may not model your favorite Disney fairy tale. You've got to look at that man. You got to look at yourself and see, is this man worthy to lead me? Is this man an effective steward, a leader? Can this man be a good father to our children? These are all different factors that we have to consider, but we'll just play on just a little bit more so we could see a couple more reasons.
All right, let's go to our next lady here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Tara. I'm 24 years old. And just initial attraction. You're very handsome and really well groomed. I think it was just initial attraction for me.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Once again, I think all of these women are gorgeous, you know what I mean? So
Now again, just notice, he's not responding like a demon. Very gracious, very polite. Now, I'm just highlighting all of this, ladies, because times are different. I remember once upon a time that women were not so focused on a man's looks. Looks definitely play a factor, right? But think about the movie The Beauty and the Beast. There's a reason why they made that. They're making it to show, a lot of times, traditionally speaking, when it comes to what men want from a woman, it's the visual. A lot of times when it comes to what a woman historically wants from a man, it's safety and security through his provisions. I'm sure we can all tell stories about guys who might not have looked that great, that had a beautiful woman on their arm, because he had other things that she desired more than a man's look. So again, my whole point here is, if you're going to be with a righteous man, I hope that you're not blocking your blessings because he's not fitting your fantasy picture perfect. Still a good man.